Change. 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 Do I like change? Or not? I've been through several phases of my life with my relationship to change. At one point, I thought it was my thing. Going with the flow, changing your plans at the drop of a hat, maybe not getting done what you actually wanted to get done that day. But at this point, I find myself in a mindset that eschews that thought process because of its lack of motion towards a goal. I've got these things that I want to achieve in my head right now, and the only way that I can really see doing that is through rigorous scheduled programming. I can totally set aside time to be spontaneous, but that doesn't really go with the idea of being spontaneous. So is scheduled change still the same? I go to work every day, but always at a different venue. I'm rarely at the same location 2 days in a row, and if I am, I get stir crazy. So how does that coexist with the distaste for change? Additionally, I'm constantly on the search for new things, whether that be media, movies, music, or even just a different way to go to the gym so I see different houses. So perhaps it's structural change that I shy away from. Regardless, I'm moving houses. Now that's change. I've lived in this house for 4 years, this bedroom, this attic, whatever you actually want to call it, and that's a lot of time for me. I moved in here immediately after my sophomore year of college and began working at Publix. What a time to be alive. Continuing with college, the next year, this house housed house shows. I couldn't help myself. For a moment, I felt like I was doing something truly good. I was fostering a community. I was growing a network. I was experiencing so much great music under my own roof. And then it all got struck down from a neighbor who didn't even have the guts to talk to me face to face. Not sure if I'm ever going to get over that one. As college ended, I had the opportunity to tour with a country band on and off for about the course of a year. I'd come home from tour, I'd write a song with a different band. I felt once again like I kind of made it, and I'm still trying to reach that level of happiness again. I was working only occasionally and got to travel with new friends to new places and play new music. I mean, that's all that I want to do in life. Problem is, it's not always sustainable if you're not the best drummer in the world. It also raises the issue in my pursuit of music for the past couple years, whether that be booking shows or playing drums for other people. Was I avoiding fully putting effort into myself and my own projects? And whether it be on purpose or not, I surely was. So this next stage I began several months ago. I started focusing inward. I'm moving into a new place on my own. I've got some pretty important goals that I'm really excited to make some progress on. This all seems like good stuff, right? So why is structural change so scary? Why am I spooked about the next chapter? So why do I still miss that time playing country music in some random state across the country? Perhaps because change can feel like lost to me, or at least be so strongly associated with. I've always felt like I'm missing out on something. When I was little, I danced so much that I didn't even realize I could hang out with my friends from school until like junior year of high school. In college, I tried my very best to stay safe from COVID due to other people in my life, and I feel as though I lost opportunities for it. Now I suppose I work on music and my job too much to enjoy anything outside of it. It's the horrible effects of capitalism on my brain. So theoretically, with each stage of life, I should have the ability to make changes and feel like I'm missing out less and less, but I eternally feel like I'm losing something. Any youthful hope has been replaced with a vaguely pessimistic sense of realism. A more youthful energy and passion replaced with a grinding work ethic. I feel like sectioning my life out into these partitions is silly sometimes, but it feels necessary to have an overview and hindsight that's so clearly defined by these chapters. With each change, I'm missing something else. With each change, I'm just changing the standards that I don't measure up to. For me, change is filled with such strong pangs of regret that I never could work hard enough, but also this overwhelming sense that I never stopped to smell the flowers. And as I sit on this front porch, I can decidedly say I never spent enough time out here. Never enough time in the backyard. But I also know that anytime I took even just a brief moment to sit down, it felt like the prospect of being a professional musician was slipping from my grasp. So as I face an overwhelming move, a new chapter in my life, I'm feeling this regret that always comes about with change. And so I'll miss this house for the things that I didn't accomplish in it, but I thank it for the time and for the things that I thankfully did get done. And so here begins the next stage of life. I really hope it's a good one.